Thank you. So what else have you seen out there that you really like, Brandon?
You know what I really liked? I really liked that Land Rover Evoque.
The Land Rover Evoque. That's a primary competitor to our QX55.
Is it really?
I think that's going to be the perfect car for you, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the car. It's right over here on my left side. The QX55 has a beautiful, bold, and daring appearance. It's unapologetically individual.
Wow.
It really creates a statement with its bold energy in the vehicle itself. You'll notice it from the wave-inspired hood down to the double-arched grille, which represents the reflection in water.
Okay.
You have an origami-inspired interweave that starts small in the center and then shoots out. So you'll notice that those holes get quite larger as they go out to the side.
Okay.
And that's just to give it more dynamic suspension to the car.
I love the front end.
With the double-arched grille, you're going to see your angular fog lights with your eyebrow headlights. That same energy is going to continue all throughout the vehicle. Underneath, the wave-inspired hood is going to house your VC turbocharged engine. This is an Infiniti exclusive technology.
VC turbo engine? What is
Stands for variable compression turbo. So in technical terms, it raises and lowers the pistons to instantly select the compression ratio based off your driving needs.
Okay.
Automatically. The benefit to you as a customer is it's essentially going to improve your fuel economy, but that VC turbo is so much more lightweight than a V6, and it's going to give you a lot less road noise too.
Okay.
So it's going to give you the sporty feel without the negative effects of a sporty car,
Okay.
which is the really unique thing about the VC turbo.
I like sporty.
They trialed it for over 20 years, made over 100 prototypes, trialed and tested. They even drove it, get this, 1.9 million miles.
1.9 million miles?
And did over 30,000 hours of testing in various climates.
Wow.
So whether you're in LA, as you were mentioning earlier, golfing in the heat, or you're in Colorado going skiing, your VC turbo will have no problem.
Okay. That
With
sounds great.
the VC turbo is going to produce up to 268 horsepower, whereas you mentioned the Land Rover Evoque only produces about 246.
So wait. You mean this is faster than the Evoque?
Exactly.
Wow.
With more torque output.
Okay.
You also have the intelligent all-wheel drive standard on the QX55. The intelligent all-wheel drive is actually not always in all-wheel drive mode for fuel efficiency purposes.
Okay.
So it'll ride in two-wheel drive primarily most of the time. But when needed, you're going to have the ability to produce up to 50% of the torque converted to the rear axle for those driving conditions when you are in alternative weather conditions.
Man, I do like the travel, so that sounds great.
Absolutely. And again, no sacrifice of the fuel efficiency, which is the key to the intelligent all-wheel drive.
Wow.
They come available in a couple different colors. You've got the beautiful graphite shadow here, but if you notice here, you have a mineral black premium option. You even have a white or a really aggressive red, dynamic sunstone red, in fact.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
If you'll follow me over here to the left-hand side, the QX55 also comes standard with the 20-inch machine-finished alloy wheels,
Okay.
which looks so impressive on the vehicle. You'll notice the difference in the color tones, so that way when you're moving, it just looks like you're just speeding along. It's a fantastic car.
Okay.
You'll notice that the energy continues all the way down the side of the vehicle. You'll notice that the lines go through the door handles, and you'll notice that the black mirror caps and the black roof line goes all the way back over the coupe slanted roof line. It's super focused, super aggressive, and you won't be mistaken that you're in the Infiniti when you're in it.
Wow, that sounds great.
The unique thing about it, again, is you're going to have these beautiful 20-inch wheels, which only 18s are available on the Land Rover Evoque that you mentioned earlier.
18s. Huh? I didn't even
18s.
notice that.
I know. You've got the black spoiler to match, and then you're going to notice your dramatic Infiniti 45 individual LED digital key taillights.
Okay.
The styling, you'll notice, is a little different than the front end of the vehicle. Sincerely represents minimalism. So you have that dynamic change constantly from the front end to the back end. It's very synonymous with Japanese culture, actually.
Wow.
They even moved the license plate frame down from the center of the liftgate down to the very bottom of the rear bumper. So now form doesn't interfere with function.
Oh.
They even hid the release switch to the power liftgate within the Infiniti badge.
I don't even see it.
So Brandon, if you would please touch right here in the Infiniti bridge.
Look at all that trunk space.
In fact, you have 26.9 cubic feet of cargo capacity.
Okay.
Versus the Land Rover Evoque is only going to have 21.6.
It's a huge difference.
And I know you mentioned you like golfing. I noticed your golf clubs in your car outside when you came in.
Yeah. I'm a big
So
golfer.
you must have just came from there or something.
I did.
You can fit up to 2 full sets of clubs in here. And the beautiful thing is with this, that second row that you see that's reclined all the way back, it's very versatile for your rear passengers, but it also moves forward and backwards up to 6 inches. So if you want to have people in the back seat but need a slightly more cargo space, you can do that.
Okay. That sounds great.
Absolutely. You even have a motion activated lift gate, so once you pull your clubs out and you're ready to walk away, no worries at all. You just simply kick underneath and it lowers.
That is nice.
QX55 is an aggressive car. Nothing like it on the road.
I like that a lot.
And if you follow me over here to the left side, what I'd like for you to do is sit inside the driver's seat, please, and adjust it how you would normally sit. It is a gorgeous interior on this QX55. Everything from the ergonomics of the vehicle is designed to have all the energy flow directly towards you as a driver. From the leather stitching to your black open pore wood trim, which is also available in dark aluminum on some of the other trims.
Okay.
It's all centered around you as a driver. And when you're sitting in the car, you'll notice everything is within arm's reach. Again, very synonymous with that Japanese culture.
Okay.
And I know you mentioned you prefer a more bold interior. You don't really prefer the sleek. You want something that's more unique on the road, right?
I do. I want something that's going to stand out.
Absolutely. That represents individuality. Absolutely. That matches kind of your personality too. I'd recommend the Monaco Red, which is partial of the chair is going to be the red, and where you rest your armrests right there in the center will also be red, and up and around your bottom screen.
Okay.
With that, again, like I mentioned, you have a couple different trims, the dark aluminum and the black open pore wood, kind of match your style. With the Sensory model, it'll come with this black open pore wood, which is what you're looking at right now.
Okay.
You'll even notice you have your zero gravity seat that you're sitting in right now. The research is actually based from NASA. And so what they did was they actually put different foam densities all throughout the chair to make it a more comfortable feel.
Wow.
You might also be wondering, why are there perforations in my seats underneath your legs there? It's because it has room now to pump cold air through your seat, through the cold leather interior.
You're kidding.
Not.
Wow.
So when you come back from your runs, you'll surely be comfortable driving home and utilizing some other really cool features that we'll go over here in a moment on the interior. So I'm going to shut the door really quickly and I'm going to meet you on the other side.
Sounds good.
The QX55, again, is a bold interior trim. Everything, all the ergonomics are designed to make you feel comfortable in your car. Everything is very versatile. You can utilize features in about 3 different ways.
Okay.
You can use it voice activation, tactilely, or from your cell phone remotely.
Oh, wow.
So the first thing you probably notice is the technology and the dual touch screens on the interior. So the first one, the top one, is going to be your wireless Apple CarPlay. Again, not available on the Land Rover Evoque, which would have to be wired. But on the QX55, the Android Auto will be wired.
Okay.
With your wireless Apple CarPlay, you can seamlessly get into the vehicle and integrate completely into the technology. So you're not missing a text, a phone call, or anything. You simply open the car door, turn the vehicle on, and you are connected and ready to go.
Will it read all my text messages, and can I talk to the system?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I get in and I go.
Absolutely. Once you're in here, your wireless Apple CarPlay automatically connects. So as you can see, I was jamming to some Aloe Black earlier.
Okay.
I don't know if you're a fan,
Yeah.
but the nice thing is when you are taking those business calls, which I'm assuming you're probably taking quite frequently on the road.
I do. I'm driving, working, golfing all the time.
Absolutely. So it's super important to you to be able to hear correctly.
Okay.
Absolutely. So the nice thing is on the Apple CarPlay, you have 2 different views. You've got your home screen, which shows you your navigation, radio, and maybe some other searches, or you can just show your apps. When you're looking at the Infiniti QX55's Apple CarPlay, if you have a text message that you haven't opened yet, you can simply open your messages and tap on the top.
Someone with a 972. Area code said we have a meeting at 3:30 today. Will you be able to make it? Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
I will be there.
Your reply to someone with a 972 area code says I will be there. Ready to send it?
Send.
Okay, it's sent.
Wow.
And so you can simply reply to text messages at the snap of a finger. And so we'll go back to your main screen here. And the beautiful thing is the Apple CarPlay and the dual touchscreen in conjunction together don't clutter up your space. In fact, it allows you to see key features instantaneously. So you can have your navigation plugged in up top and be changing your radio station down below. You can also change your climate. And so if you are getting a little warm, you can increase your air speed. And then you can decrease your fan speed. There you go.
Everything's right here.
Exactly. So again, multifunctionality, that's Infiniti style. Infiniti also has a couple of first technologies, one of which is going to be their Pro Pilot Assist that they're so proud of.
Okay.
The Pro Pilot Assist is kind of a complicated feature or technology, so I'm going to kind of try to break it down for you.
Okay.
The Pro Pilot Assist works with two key features: intelligent cruise control with full speed range and hold from 0 to 90, and steering assist.
Okay.
What the vehicle is going to do is utilize a radar and camera in your dash and detect traffic flow ahead by using the radar to detect speed and the camera to detect lanes to keep you in your lane and follow the flow of traffic much more easier.
All by itself?
All by itself.
Wow.
And the intelligent cruise control is going to increase and decrease your speed, like I said, and hold you at a stopping point if needed. And so again, you don't have to do anything. You set your speed at 70 miles per hour and it'll adjust according to traffic.
That sounds pretty neat.
It's a really neat technology, and once you have it, you won't ever be able to live without it.
Well, like I told you, I want to take some road trips,
Absolutely.
and I'm looking for a car that can do it, and that sounds pretty
Absolutely.
nice.
And the full benefit to use really to reduce driver fatigue too. And so as you're driving, you're going to be fully comfortable in the vehicle and you won't get as tired. So you'll be fully prepared and ready for your next business meeting that you're heading to.
Wow. Man, this is a lot of technology. Sarah, what's the warranty like in this vehicle?
The warranty is a 4-year, 60,000 mile warranty. Comes with also a 6-year, 70,000 mile powertrain warranty, which is way more than the Land Rover Evoque that we mentioned earlier.
You're not kidding.
Yep, the Land Rover Evoque, both bumper to bumper and powertrain, is a 4-year 50. So with all this technology, you're going to be more than covered.
Wow.
And since you mentioned you go on frequent road trips, the Infiniti QX55 also allows for trip interruption reimbursement. So if you're over 100 miles away from home, you're on a trip, the car malfunctions for whatever reason, you'll be taken care of through Infiniti.
Man, peace of mind too.
Exactly.
And technology.
Exactly. 24-hour roadside assistance, you'll be covered.
Okay, this really is cutting edge.
It really is. How often, Brandon, are you talking on the phone in the car?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time, Sarah.
Perfect. So it's super important, I would assume, that the road noise is very minimalized since you're taking these super important phone calls.
That is very true. I really like a quiet cabin.
Absolutely. So one of the really unique features on the QX55 is going to be active noise cancellation.
What is that?
Active noise cancellation is simply, it's going to have 3 speakers throughout the vehicle and microphones essentially that detect unwanted frequencies in the vehicle, and then it produces the opposite sound waves to cancel out any unwanted noise.
Wow.
Coupled with that, you have acoustic front side windows, and so with that again, it's going to minimize road noise, creating a more comfortable ride. So when you're taking those important phone calls, you don't have to worry about that extra noise.
Man, Infiniti really does think of everything.
They do, but when you're not on those phone calls though, and you want to take your QX55 into sport mode, you just simply pop up on the lever here, you're in sport mode, and now anytime you accelerate, you're going to have even what they call active sound enhancement, where they pump engine noise through the cabin. So you can kind of show off for the people that you're trotting around town.
I like that.
You even could start your vehicle remotely from your cell phone. You have, this is in my demonstration mode, so once we add your QX55 in here, it'll show you your car up top, and you can start and stop with the touch of a PIN number, start your engine from a remote location anywhere in the world. So if you were on a bike ride or a run, I don't know if you listen to David Goggins, but I love running to him and listening to him. I can kind of get lost. Once you realize you're pretty far away and you got to come back to a hot car, that's not as ideal. You can go ahead and start it as you come back. It starts for up to 10 minutes, and then you can start it one more time for a total time of 20 minutes.
Wow, that sounds great.
And you can lock and unlock your car, flash your lights, or flash your lights and honk the horn. There are many other features within the InTouch services that you would receive as an Infiniti owner, such as valet service or door-to-door navigation if you go out to the clubs at night. If you go out and try new clubs, you may not know exactly where the door is to that exact club. And you can start navigation from your phone. It'll then translate to the computer on the car when you get in the car. Once you get out of the car, it'll send a link to your phone to give you walking directions to the door of the club.
That is fantastic. I had no idea Infiniti had all this technology.
They have so much technology. And another one of my favorites is the Around View Monitor. And so, down here you have a camera button that's located at the bottom. Go ahead and tap that for me, please, Brandon.
This one here?
Yes, sir. That's going to give you a 360 bird's eye camera view on the right, and on the left side it's going to be directly in front of you. If you tap it a second time, it's your front right tire, so if you ever have to parallel park. And then all of these red lights that we're showing is your moving object detection. So as moving objects are detected, it'll give you a visual warning and an audible warning, so that way you don't get confused or hit anything that you shouldn't be driving around. The QX55 is really going to be the most bold and forward-thinking technology in the market. And I know you mentioned that's super important to you as you are the marketing director of Netflix, because you're always looking for the next best thing.
Absolutely.
Infiniti is always going to be forward-thinking.
Okay, well, as you mentioned, I am with Netflix, but oftentimes we deal with price points. What does one of these things cost?
Glad you asked. So the pricing has 3 different trims. You have a Luxe, Essential, and a Sensory model. The Luxe is starting at $46,500, all the way up to the Sensory at $57,050. So there's quite a range depending on what you really need, Brandon, and so we will get together at a later time and determine exactly what we need for your vehicle. That way you are taken care of.
Okay.
But I think you kind of like the Sensory model, don't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of a sensory kind of guy.
I figured you did. The neat thing about the QX55 is it doesn't aim to have something for everyone. It aims to be everything for someone.
Okay.
So you will be more than taken care of in the QX55, and you'll have the most daring, dramatic appearing car on the market.
Sounds super exciting.
Do you want to take it for a drive?
I'd love to.
Let's do it.
Perfect.